Ready? Play.
Hello, and welcome to our Wimbledon draw review commentary. Hello, Mario. How are you doing today?
Hi, no, I'm fine, and I'm, to be honest, excited to find out how the draw will look like. Especially, yeah, I mean, I usually like the draw, especially looking at the first rounds, interesting matches of the first days. Then projections also are important, but they can be true or not. It depends on the form of the players, but it's also important to find out the draw, because it's also depending on that if some player can be a dark horse or something like that to make some predictions. Without the draw, it's basically impossible to make a power ranking for the race to this Grand Slam title.
Absolutely. I mean, it is always so exciting to get the draw, especially at a slam. You have a couple of days before. This year has a special flavor for me because I will be going to days 2 and 3, so I'll be looking out for all of those potential matches to catch when I'm there. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, speaking about those sort of dangerous floaters that we have, I think on the men's side we have a good few in the sort of lower seeds area, where you have Sepp Korda, you have Bublik there, you have Kyrgios there potentially. We'll see what the situation is with him. But yeah, who do you think who sort of intrigues you the most as like a lower seed upset maker?
I mean, it's there are a lot of dangerous seeds, to be honest. But also talking about some unseeded player, it can not be easy at all. For example, I think that even a player like Andy Murray, it can be difficult to face. For example, in a round one for a young player,
Absolutely.
a player with not much experience in front of the Wimbledon center court, because it's already written that, of course, Murray is going to play
Young player, old player. I think Andy Murray can be troublesome for anybody that he gets in the first round out of these potential.
I mean, especially in the first round. Especially the first round.
Yeah,
Even because physically fresher. Yeah, I get why. Of course, we also see, for example, the Australian Open, but probably he enters this event even with a little more form than usual, having done good things also in the Challenger Tour.
Yeah. I mean, that Challenger 2-week run was insane. Of course, his last match was the 6-3, 6-1 loss to Alex de Minaur, but I think coming off of those 2 weeks of incredible Challenger play, I think that loss doesn't worry me that much, knowing that he was playing full 2 weeks before that. On the women's side, we of course have the big question of where defending champion Elena Rybakina is going to land. Is it going to be Swiatek or Sabalenka's half? What is the prospect that sort of excites you more out of these two options?
Well, I think it's no, I think it's basically the same. If Rybakina ends in the top half or in the bottom half, yeah, still probably we haven't really seen Swiatek playing some grass match against a very, very top tier opponent. But I mean, when you I'm also thinking that if Swiatek reaches the semifinal, it means that she's ready to fight and to play big match against, for example, an opponent like Rybakina. So I think that it's basically the same, because whether we're going to have Swiatek, Rybakina, Sabalenka, Rybakina, if both reaches the semifinal, it's going to be a great match, because every player who features in
And
Grand Slam
just as we
semifinals.
have it, sorry, the draw has started now. We're going to have Elena Rybakina in Sabalenka's half.
Okay.
So we have so far the
Yeah. I'm
seeds.
tuning in round now. That's why.
Yeah, Swiatek and Pegula are the projected semifinal. We also have Coco Gauff in Iga Swiatek's section there, a potential quarterfinal matchup. For Jessica Pegula, they draw Caroline Garcia as the projected seed number 5. Ons Jabeur in the section with Elena Rybakina. That's a potentially very tasty matchup if they both get there. And for Sabalenka, it will be Maria Sakkari, probably one of the easier options. But yeah, what do you make of these first 8 seeds that we see
it also
here?
depends on the other seats, because there's also, for example, number 9 Vitova, which is going to be a projected quarterfinals for seeded 1-4.
Now we have Kasatkina in Coco Gauff's section as the potential. I think that at least I think that's Coco Gauff's section there. We have Kudermetova in the section of Caroline Garcia. Petra Kvitova lands in Ons Jabeur's section. That is a tough quarter already. Krejcikova now in the section with Sakkari, I think. Yeah, Sakkari. Very, very exciting. That quarter with Jabeur, Rybakina, Kvitova. Get ready. That is exciting. Belinda Bencic landing in Iga Swiatek's section.
Yeah, Bencic is a bit of a question mark for this Grand Slam. So
Samsonova in a section with Pegula. Haddad Maia landing in the section with Rybakina. So it's Rybakina, Haddad Maia, Kvitova, Jabeur are the top seeds in that section. Muchova landing in the section of Arina Sabalenka, a potential 4th round matchup, a rematch of that Roland Garros semi. My goodness, what a draw this is so far. Definitely looking mostly bottom heavy. We have Magdalena.
Yes,
in
so
the
far,
Belinda Bencic section. Azarenka in the section with Kasatkina. Zheng Qinwen in the section with Samsonova. Donna Vekic in the section there with Kudermetova. Karolina Pliskova is another seed joining Jabeur, Kvitova. She's in Kvitova's section, a potential 3rd round opponent. Jelena Ostapenko here in that same quarter. What is happening?
Oh my God, incredible.
She's in Beatriz Haddad Maia's section, a 3rd round opponent. My goodness, they just loaded all of them into that 3rd quarter. Anastasia Potapova will be likely the 3rd round opponent of Krejcikova.
Alexandrova there
in the section of
even
Muchova.
that section is also very strong.
Yeah, very fun. Let's see who we get for Iga Swiatek as her potential 3rd round opponent here.
Petra Martic.
You have to see so far looking pretty good as a draw for Swiatek, I think.
Yeah.
Elise Mertens in the section there with Coco Gauff. Mayar Sherif in the section with Jessica Pegula. That's Maria Boskova now the other seed facing Garcia. That 2nd quarter, anybody can come through there. That's looking interesting. Let's see who else we can push into this 3rd quarter. We have Kalinina as the potential 3rd opponent of Jabeur. And for Rybakina, we have Bernarda Pera. So not the 2 most exciting seeds from that level, but outside of those 2, an incredibly stacked section there.
Yeah,
Madison
definitely.
Keys in the section with Maria Sakkari. And Arina Sabalenka gets Irina Camelia Begu. So we have the seeds. All we have left now are the unseeded players to fill in the blanks.
Donna Vekic has a good chance, probably.
Yeah. Vekic, that I could see an unseeded player if there's a dangerous one in that second quarter. That could be a semifinalist potentially. Petra Matic, another tricky third round draw for Iga. She's been having a quietly good year, and on grass she has at least equal pedigree. Maybe she could definitely make it interesting with the
Zulin is
slices.
the first opponent.
Julin will face Iga Świątek in the first round. We have Martina Trevisan in the second round there.
Sara
Or Sorribe Stormo. Trevisan against Sorribe Stormo on grass. That must be a wild experience to watch. Diane Paris in that section there.
Harriet Dart,
yeah.
And Linda Kruvirtova. Looks a good draw for Iga Świątek, to be fully honest.
Yeah.
A very good draw so far.
I think that facing like a moonballer that she will have to face in Trevisan and Sorribe Stormo in the second round will be a weird experience for her on grass maybe. But yeah, the third round, looking at Martic, Fruchvitova, Dart, I think there are much tougher ones. We have Barbara Stricova playing Marina Zaniewska. Magdalena will face Jill Teichmann. Daniel Collins in that section. Let's see who she gets.
Oh, long time no see Daniel Collins. Julia Graber.
That's a nice draw for Collins. Nice draw for anybody on grass. Nice draw for Katie Swan against Bencic. I could maybe see Stricova in the fourth round for
Katie Swan is a difficult one for can be a difficult one for Bencic.
Kasatkina gets Caroline Dolehide. Jodie Burrage potentially in the second round there.
Katie McNally,
yeah.
Nadia Podoroska. Martincova.
Yeah, not the most exciting matchups, or at least this one, Podoroska Martincova. Let's see who Azarenka gets in the first round.
Yuan,
a qualifier. Victoria Hrunčáková, formerly Kuzmova, plays Elise Mertens. Yeah. That will be interesting. Guys, Hrunčáková, who just beat Clara Towson in the final qualifying round in 3 sets. I'm excited
Venus
to see
Williams.
what she can do here. Venus Williams there. Okay. Venus Williams plays
Elena Svitolina. Oh my god.
My god. Wow. Yeah, they're gonna put that one on center court number 1 for sure. Storm Hunter, next name drawn. And Wang Xinyu, one of them, will face potentially Coco Gauff in the second round. In the first round, Gauff will play Sofia Kenin. Wow. Gauff, Kenin, Venus Svitolina. What a section there. Jessica Pegula, Lauren Davis. Christina Buxa.
Yeah, in this section of the draw, I can watch some unseeded player making something.
Definitely. I think so far we don't really have any candidates for a dark horse. But as we progress with this draw, I'm sure that we'll explore some options here. Camila Osorio against Elisabetta Cocciaretto. They're not even drawing like good unseeded players into the second quarter so far. This is definitely the weakest one.
Masarova,
here we go.
Yeah, even if I'm going
favorite
to
for the third round there.
How she is. Masarova fell badly yesterday.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Let's see.
Zheng Qinwen gets Katarzyna Siniakova. Lesia Tsurenko in this section as well. Plays Claire Liu.
Alicia Parks.
Ooh.
Anna-Lena Fritzson.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a match that Parks can win every match 6-love, and lose every match 6-love.
Absolutely, it will entirely depend on the day.
Anna
Bogdan, the
Bogdan
opponent of
Samsonova, it's a good match.
Veronika Kudermetova gets Kaya Kanepi in the first round. Vondrousova in that section. Peyton Stearns.
This can be good.
Yeah, Stearns playing her first sort of full year. Obviously doesn't have too much. Sloane Stevens in this section. Okay. Sloane Stevens gets Rebecca Peterson. And so Stevens could face Donna Vekic in the second round if she beats Peterson.
Shuai Zhang.
Shuai, yeah. Zhang Shuai there.
Let's see, Butskova, Simona Waltert. Simona Waltert for Annette
Kontaveit. Final
this
tournament.
Is interesting. Lucrezia Stefanini. Okay.
Yeah, Stefanini, who just overcame Xie Suwei in the final qualifying round, with Xie having to take a medical timeout on her foot at 9-9 in the final tiebreaker. It was insane. Katerina Beindl, formerly Kozlova, plays Leila Fernandez. Hope Kontaveit gets center court. I think that's a bit unlikely. I think maybe court number 3 for Kontaveit for the final match. We'll see. Caroline Garcia plays Katie Volinets. How are we doing today? We're doing great. It's draw day. It's a lot of fun. It's 2 a.m. for me, but I am still awake and very much enjoying myself here.
Magdalena Freck for Ons Jabeur.
Could be tricky for sure. Second round, you have Bonaventure or Bai Zhuzuan. Anna Bondar here. Who does she get?
Bianca Andreescu
in this section. That's interesting. Of course, has Kalinina there, who isn't the strongest seed here. Let's see who Kalinina gets. Jessica Boesas Maneiro. Yeah, Andreescu should be the favorite to make that third round, potentially against Jabeur. Could be a fun match.
Stevanovic for Pliskova.
Okay. Carol Zhao, fresh off beating Coco Van de Wey.
Tamara Korpach.
Yeah, in as a lucky loser.
Yeah, she lost to Andreeva.
Sasnovic in here. Potential second round opponent for Kvitova. And Nuria Parizas Diaz. And so the first round opponent for Petra Kvitova is going to be Jasmine Paolini. Interesting draw. With all these seasons.
4 hours. 4 hours.
Yes, we have one. Jacqueline Christian, potentially the second rounder, but Harabaya Putintseva, that is a lot of fun.
Jacqueline Christian, Lucia Bronzetti. Kirstea
here.
She gets Tatiana Maria.
Okay, all right. Tatiana Maria, of course, semifinalist last year. Amazing run. Could face Elena Ostapenko in the second round.
And
Rybakina. Of course, we have to see what sort of shape Ostapenko turns up in. But yeah, if it's near her best, she can definitely shake this up. Bernarda Pera gets Victoria Tomova. Katie Bolter. Good opportunity for her. Good place to land.
Daria Saville. Dan Kovinic will play Alizé Cornet.
Okay, Cornet potentially second round with Rybakina. That's exciting.
Yeah, let's see who Shelby Rogers. Not in great form, to be honest, but
yeah, Rybakina
sure.
Cornet. That excites me potentially in the second round. I think that's fun.
Zachary Kostiuk.
Okay, all right.
Zachary is always unlucky with these draws.
Allison Risk Trash.
Paula Badosa.
Oh, okay, all right. Badosa definitely an interesting floater in here as an unseeded player.
Then we have Victoria Golubic, which is a dangerous player on this surface.
For sure.
Anna Karolina Schmidlova.
Golubic should be winning that for sure.
Yeah, 1 win in 7 appearances for Schmidlova.
Yeah, not somebody suited to grass. So Kartal will play Madison Keys.
Madison Keys. Well, there are still 2 unseeded players who Mira Andreeva and Camila Giorgi.
Celine Naif lands against Anastasia Potapova in the first round. Kaya Juvan there, or Margarita Betova, formerly Gasparian, there in the second
Mira
round.
Andreeva.
Oh, there she is. Mira Andreeva, yeah.
Against Xi Wang.
That's interesting, yeah.
Heather Watson for Krejcikova.
Oh, that will be a fun match. Watson, I think, definitely bringing everything she has to this type of match. Karolina Muchova against Jula Niemeyer. That's a first round right there. That's a first round for you. This is a great draw. Linda Noskova potentially in the second round.
Galfi.
Dalma Galfi.
Madison Brangler and Sara Errani.
Okay, that would be if that's happening that on a day. If I'm there, I'm going to watch that one.
Errani can enter that as the favorite.
I just want to see what that looks like in person.
Emma Navarro Alexandrova, it's interesting.
That is interesting for sure. Rebecca Marino playing Irina Camelia Begu. Jarina Wickmeyer out of qualifying.
With Anna Blinkova.
Faces Anna Blinkova.
Which is one of the most dangerous unseeded players.
Yeah, and as a potential third round for Sabalenka.
Barbara Gracheva, so Giorgi or is in Sabalenka's first round or in second round? Giorgi.
Gracheva, Giorgi. Likely, yeah, one of them will likely play Arina Sabalenka in the second round, who gets Panna Udvarti to start against. That's a nice draw for Sabalenka. But in the second round, looming Camila Giorgi. Yeah, what a draw. I think we have so many exciting first round matchups to look up to or to look forward to. Venus Williams against Elena Svitolina. Karolina Muchova against Jula Niemeyer. It is really, really exciting. So many exciting second round matchups as well. Yeah, what are you most excited for from what we've been given here with the women's draw?
Well, I gonna say that I find, and first impression is that I find the bottom half stronger than the top half.
Definitely.
Both for the seeded player, but also for the unseeded player, maybe especially for the unseeded players. For example, won't be easy, for example, for Sabalenka if she faces Giorgi in the second round, or there are other, for example, the former semi-finalist Maria.
Badosa is in that bottom half as well, I think.
Yeah, you never know. For example, Cornet, if in the first round she can be dangerous if she plays well. Katie Bolter did well in Wimbledon last year.
Andreescu isn't there as well. I mean, we don't know what she's going to bring.
Yeah, not in great form, but
she'll
still
bring something.
We know that she she has the quality to do something well. Mira Andreeva is there, which is one to keep an eye on. Not super easy this bottom half. Top half,
Nice start for Swiatek in my opinion.
Yeah, same. I think the
First
same.
3-4 rounds. But yeah, who are you looking at as one of the dark horses here in this draw?
Let's see. Yeah, I was. I don't know in which form she is, but Kontaveit has not a really bad draw. To try to take.
Yeah. I mean, Stefani to try and win one last match, I could maybe see it. Boskova, I think, is a tough second round.
Then we also have, well, of course, for the seeded player, that section, Jabeur, Kvitova,
Hadadmaya, Ostapenko, Rybakina, all of them in there. That's just insanity. I could maybe see Pliskova being interesting here. Kvitova, of course, despite being an incredible grass court player, has had the results have just not reflected that at Wimbledon for whatever reason in past years. So could she lose to Paolini? Could she lose to Sasnovic? I mean, I would hope not. I would hope that we get Kvitova, Pliskova in the third round. That would be a lot of fun. But I could see Pliskova going on a run here.
I mean, tricky first round, I think, for Jabeur and Maria Sakkari. Not the easiest possible way to start. Oh, we are back here with a live stream of the draw on the website. So we are starting maybe with we are starting with the man one.
Carlos Alcaraz, obviously top seed, line 1. Novak Djokovic, second seed, line 128, as expected. Let's see where we get the other seeds. Daniel Medvedev in the half with Carlos Alcaraz.
And so Casper Ruud is in the bottom half.
That's big win for Djokovic, I think.
Yes, that's for sure.
Rune in the quarter with Carlos Alcaraz. Medvedev gets Tsitsipas. If he would make it there, we don't really know. We'll see Casper Ruud potentially in his quarter. We'll have Yannick Sinner. Okay. And
so Andrei Rublev is in Djokovic's quarter once again for the third Grand Slam out of 3 this year.
Yeah. I mean, this is nice for Djokovic. Like to have Ruud and Rublev in that half, that's nice for him.
So
TFO in the section with Holger Rune. Cam Norrie in
with Stefanos
Tsitsipas section. There with Yannick Sinner. And Auger Aliassime in the section with Andrei Rublev.
Yeah.
Top seeds.
So Alcaraz round 4 could be De Minaur.
Interesting.
Tommy Paul for Medvedev.
Borna Coric there for Casper Ruud. And Djokovic will get Lorenzo Musetti.
It's good for Djokovic so far.
Yeah. This is nice for Novak. Do we think Kasper has been playing too many grass matches? Did you see him say that thing about he wants? Oh, okay. Zverev in that section with Deminor could potentially face Alcaraz in the fourth
Dimitrov
round.
is also there.
Dimitrov there for TFO. Serundolo in the section with
Serundolo.
Tommy Paul, of course, beat him recently. Seb Korda there for Cam Norrie. That's an interesting one. Nishioka for Fritz. For Choric.
Bautista Agut. Bautista Agut. Amy.
Bublik for Ojar Aliasim. So Bublik maybe could be potentially a quarterfinal opponent for Djokovic. Hurkacz in that section as well.
Hurkacz is round 3 for Musetti.
Mm-hmm.
So
this could be tricky.
Jari for Alcaraz.
For Alcaraz, okay. Davidovic Fokina in the Runa section. If we get to see that, that would be an exciting match for sure.
Brits for Medvedev.
For Medvedev there, yeah. Let's see what Tsitsipas gets potentially in the third round. Ben Shelton. That's good to see for Tsitsipas. For Tsitsipas. Dan Evans here.
For
Sinner. In the section with Yannick Sinner. Denis Shapovalov for Casper Ruud. Okay.
The tree is not bad for Casper Ruud. for
Nick Kyrgios lands in here in the section for Rublev.
Rublev round 3.
And Echeverry is the seed for Djokovic. Yeah, after the first top 16 seeds, it didn't look that hard for Djokovic. Now I think he has a couple of spoilers in the first week that could definitely make it tricky for him. Looking at Hurkacz, looking at Bublik, looking at Kyrgios, that's a good crop of players to test Djokovic in the first week.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the seeds. Still, I think that. Yeah, I don't think that Djokovic can complain a lot.
No.
Let's also be honest.
Carlos Alcaraz, he gets
one of them. Yeah, Jeremy Chardy for Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, who is sort of come back on protected ranking. He's semi-retired coaching Hugo Humbert, and he's surrounded by Frenchmen. Alexander Muller plays Arthur Rinderknecht. Rinderknecht could be an interesting test for Alcaraz in that second round. Jason Kubler also been struggling the grass challengers. Has Hugo Humbert there. These are interesting potential opponents in the third round. Harry, Humbert, Kubler. Let's see who fills that out. Marco Cecchinato should be Harry advancing there. But Kubler or Humbert could be tough opponents for Alcaraz in the third round. Gijs Brouwer coming through qualifying, looking very good, beating Virtanen in 3 sets, plays Alexander Zverev. That's a maybe upset alert. We'll see.
Who's
Andreas Wessler. He plays Josip Vatanuki as a lucky loser. Matteo Berrettini lands in this section, potentially facing Deminor in the second round. In the first round, he will play Lorenzo Sonego, all Italian. 2 great Italian hopes for potential dark horses meeting in the first round. How does that make you feel?
Good.
Deminor gets Kimer Kopejans, who
I couldn't care less, to be honest.
Yibing Wu plays Francis Tiafoe. That's a fun one. Kimer Kopejans, who had to be convinced by Liam Brody to even attempt grass this season. He was going to skip it before a conversation with Brody. Dominic Stricker plays Alexei Popirin. That's an interesting one. Stricker finally qualifying for a slam, could now face Tiafoe in the second round. That's tough. Ivashka here plays Federico Coria. Nice draw for Ilya Ivashka. Grigor Dimitrov will face Shoshimabukuro from qualifying. Shimabukuro will beat Denis Kudla in straight sets. I was very surprised by that. Davidovich Fokina against
again,
Artur
second
Fils
slam
in
in
the
a row.
first round.
It was also in the French Open, round 1. Davidovich
Yeah,
Fokina
my
Fils.
goodness. What a draw.
Ziz and Zhang, these are dangerous players.
They are tough, yeah.
Against
Roti van de Zandschulp.
And Matteo Arnaldi. Matteo Arnaldi will face Carvalles Baena. And
let's see
Olga
who
Rune will make his
gets
debut against
George Lofhagen. Okay.
Lofhagen. Yeah.
Yeah, Lofhagen came through with a couple of decent results. Earned him a wild card. Artur Ferry also gets a wild card and will play Daniel Medvedev in the first round. Adrian Manarino potentially looming in the second round there. Manarino plays Alexander Shevchenko.
Marcos Giron will face Hugo Delien.
Good sport here as far as second round opponents go, but Marton Fucsovics in the first round certainly isn't easy. That's an exciting first round here. Grigor Fucsovics. That would be a fun one. That's like a 5-setter just beating into my eyes. Francisco Cerundolo gets Nuno Borges. 2 players maybe sneaky good on grass. Jiří Lehečka potentially in the second round. And Sebastian Ofner in here. This is a strong section as well. Milos Raonic in the section here, potentially facing Tommy Paul in the second round. Raonic in the first round will play Denis Novak.
Not Novak Djokovic. Okay.
All like solid grass courters in this section. And Shintaro Mochizuki will play Tommy Paul, junior champion Mochizuki at Wimbledon.
So for Cameron Norrie, we have
Tomáš Machač. Okay. Potentially Chris Eubanks in the second round. This is not an easy start for Norrie.
No,
either.
Absolutely not.
Eubanks or Thiago Monteiro.
O'Connor.
Against Hamad Medjedovic, coming in hot out of qualifying. Medjedovic against Korda potentially in the second round. That's a lot of excitement. And Sepp Korda against Jiří Veselý in the first round. That will not be an easy match at all. So Norrie Korda gets some really tricky players in there. Ben Shelton will make his debut against Taro Daniel, lucky loser from qualifying. Maxime Cressy potentially in the second round. Cressy will play Laszlo Djere. Let's see who the potential second round opponents for Tsitsipas could be. Ryan Peniston. And will be Peniston or Andy Murray. Andy Murray potential second round with Stefanos Tsitsipas. That's tasty. Let's see who Tsitsipas will face in the opener. Dominic Thiem.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Juan Manuel Cerundolo for Yannick Sinner.
But what a section that is. Tsitsipas team first round, potential Murray in the second round. Wow. Miomir Kecmanovic could be facing Sinner in the second round. Kecmanovic or Schwartzman. Alexander Vukic, potential second round opponent for Dan Evans. Vukic will play Daniel Altmaier. And Quentin Alice in his first round. Yoshiti Nishioka plays Daniel Elahi Galan. Could be tricky.
Well, if can interest someone, Iga Swiatek has pulled out from Bad Homburg, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Kepler
Bronzetti
plays
is in
Oscar
the final.
Otte. Mikael Ymer, next name drawn here. Do you think that's a good move by Swiatek there? Alex Molchan here plays Mikael Ymer. Decent first round for Molchan. Could face Taylor Fritz in the second round here. And Fritz gets Yannick Hanfmann in his opener. That would be an interesting one too.
Yeah, it can be a good one. Guido Peja for Borna Choric. Peja is a former quarter-finalist. Benjamin Bonzi.
He got pulled out, yes. Bonzi against Harold Mayo.
Mayo.
Corentin Moutet, okay. Another run of French players here. Richard Gasquet, the run continues. 4 straight French players drawn. Moutet Gasquet, also an interesting matchup here. Potential second round opponents for Bautista Agut, who will face Roman Safulin in the first round. Let's see who Denis Shapovalov gets, and it's Radu Albot out of qualifying.
Lloyd Harris. This is interesting. Lloyd Harris will face Grégoire Barrère. Liam Brody.
Liam Brody gets Constant Lestienne.
And Casper Ruud
opening
will
round.
face
Laurent Locoli. Yeah, this feels, for the first rounds, a good draw for Casper Ruud to try and play himself in. Max Purcell against Andrei Rublev in the first round. That's an interesting one. Purcell's game, of course, feels very suited to grass.
Luka Vanash.
Luka Vanash there, yes. Vanash plays Karatsev. Sebastian Baez here as a potential second round opponent for Nick Kyrgios. Baez gets Tomas Barrios Vera coming through qualifying. Nick Kyrgios in his opener plays David Goffin. Okay. Fun match if they're both fit and up for it. Alexander Bublik against Mackenzie McDonald.
This is interesting.
JJ Wolf here
JJ
as well.
Wolf, that's a good section.
Yeah, that's what comes out of this. Enzo Quaco facing JJ Wolf.
Maximilian Marterer.
Overcame Fabian Marojan in an insane 5-set match.
Borna Goyo.
With Borna Goyo in the first round. Could go either way. Orgelani Sim plays Filip Krajinovic to start.
Lorenzo
Let's see
Musetti.
who Lorenzo Musetti gets. Juan Pablo Varillas.
Yes.
Good draw to start. John Isner, potentially in the second round. Khamimunar.
Memunar. Choinski. Dusan Lajovic.
And Hubert Hurkacz is going to get Albert Ramos Vignolas. Good draw for Hurkacz, definitely, for a first round. Thomas Martin Echeverry against Bernabe Zapata Miralles in the first round. That will be a 5-hour, 5-set match. Oh, Emil Rusuvori potentially in the third round for Djokovic.
Yeah.
That'll be one to watch. Rusuvori Wawrinka in the first round. Okay.
Yeah, I generally think Rusuvori is winning it. Jordan Thompson.
Potentially in the second round for Djokovic. Thompson or Brandon Nakashima. Who just practiced with Djokovic. And Djokovic gets Pedro Cachin to start. So nice draw to start. So yeah, we have both draws now in front of us. Limburg's coach Dave Samuel and Lestienne, awkward opponent. Yeah, well, Lestienne is definitely
it looks pretty even as a draw.
Yeah, I think we should have had like a higher concentration of maybe potential dark horses in the Djokovic section. Looking at Kyrgios, looking at Bublik, Hurkacz, Rusuvori in the third round will be interesting.
Yeah.
Who are you looking at as potential dark horses here?
To be fully honest, no one. They are all. No, I mean, I think that they are all potential dangerous opponents, but I don't know if I see them winning 3 sets against Djokovic. I mean, Rusuvori, yes, he's played some good matches on grass, but I don't really know. Hurkacz can be dangerous, but still I don't know, because when if Djokovic returns like he can do, it's going to be really tough for Hurkacz then to win 3 different sets against him. I can see, I don't know, I know that Isner is not in his prime anymore, but I think that Isner can have a chance if he plays Musetti in the second round.
Yeah, could be potential third rounder there. We have to talk about those Stefanos Tsitsipas playing Dominic Thiem and then potentially Andy Murray in the second round.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that talking about the first round, Tsitsipas has been lucky. I don't want to be harsh, but yeah, I mean,
potentially, yeah. I mean,
team at Wimbledon has never really been a contender for the title, and especially this year, I think that I mean, but Tsitsipas is not really playing for. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that Andy has had a good draw, in my opinion, because even facing Tsitsipas in the second round. As for the Tsitsipas we saw in these recent weeks, won't be an impossible feat, in my opinion. So the draw has not been super harsh on him. I think that Sinner has a good draw. Sinner and Taylor Fritz have a good draw. I can give also Ruud the chance to win a couple of matches.
Quantifying that.
A couple of matches. 2. I mean, 2/3 matches. 2-3 matches. I mean, he, all things considering, he's not been unlucky with this draw, because even Shapovalov as a seed, it's not been really harsh on him. Then he can lose against Shapovalov on grass, but Shapovalov is not really in the form of his life. There are other players that for me looks more. Even for example, I think for example Bautista Agut can have a good draw.
Draw-wise, I mean, maybe. I'm not sure what Safiulin's recent results are, but I think game-wise, Safiulin on grass definitely can work. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, this section is
Gasquet, Mute in the second round will also be challenging. Yeah. Not sure about Bautista Agut. Will we see a Carlos Rune quarterfinal? What do you think?
No.
I must agree. Yeah. Do you think we'll see one of them or neither of them in there?
No, let's see that I see one of them, but I'm not going to tell you who of them. It's just the bold prediction that either one of them is going to be out before.
I have a sneaky feeling it's going to be neither.
It can be.
Just looking at the draws round by round, I have a sneaky feeling it's going to be neither. I think third, fourth rounds will be it for both of them. Bold prediction, probably, but Michael Steve predicted Alcaraz to take the title. Yeah, how do you feel about that prediction?
It's not really bold as a prediction. I mean, I think that Alcaraz is clearly the second favorite for this tournament, in my opinion. So it's not really that bold, because if you are like the second favorite, there's only one player that you and also it's one player that has to reach the final if you need to face him. So it's not that bold a prediction. I don't know if I agree or not.
I think for me, anybody who isn't Novak Djokovic is a pretty bold prediction in this draw, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
We have seen him have a strong week in Queen's Club, overcome a struggle to start with against Rinderknecht, who will have to play again in the second round, most likely. But I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, you saved the match
like there
points.
are guys that could potentially take him out. Looking at especially the fourth round, where you're looking at Zverev, you're looking at Berrettini, you're looking at maybe even Sonego could be tough.
No.
Yeah, I think Djokovic is definitely the favorite here.
Yeah, second fave behind Brody, by the way. You're right, John.
Yes.
Yeah, the fact about the draw is that as far as I don't make the brackets, the game of the brackets, I'm still a little bit confused looking at all this big draw. But
it's tough to sort through in your mind. Yeah, you sort of have to look at it section by section, and then
even because
try to extrapolate.
Written in this way is even more difficult because it's all this list. Yeah, I mean, I've said that I think that Sinner and Fritz had a good draw, so I can see either one of them making a good run. Bublik Rublev has some dangerous players around him, but the fact is that about a lot of these players, it's all about a big question mark. Berrettini, Kyrgios. Do we know how they're going to go there? I saw, for example, as for Berrettini, I saw a video, a clip of his practice 2 days ago, and if I'm going to judge that, I will go for Sonego 3-love in this first round match. Because the rhythm was very, very, very low. I don't know if I hope in these days he progresses a bit with the rhythm, with the pace of the shot, with the movement, because if not, it's going to be really, really, really difficult. I mean, Sonego is a player that when he has a chance, usually he is quite there. As for Kyrgios, I mean, he played that match in Stuttgart, and he really looked still not ready. So we don't know. We're going to see in this first round how things are going to look like.
Yeah,
because,
and Goffin will make him play. That's not an easy first round for
yeah.
Kyrgios
Also,
either.
for example, Goffin returns well, and so this can be a bit difficult for him. Yeah, there are another big question mark is Auger Aliassime. Because
Marta del Goyo is not an easy second round there, and of course you have Bublik looming in the third round, being the biggest upset threat.
It's not really an easy first round, even if, for example, a player like Goyo, in a bit an unexpected way, but on grass still hasn't really made anything relevant so far, even if he has that big serve. It also depends on
I mean
the
game is there though, that makes me feel like he
it
be
depends a lot on the movement, on how comfortable they feel moving on this Wimbledon grass. Sebastian Corda, Cameron Norrie.
That's a section that's very enjoyable to me, because they both have challenges in those first two rounds before their potential meeting in the third round there. Korda playing Vesely, that's not easy. Medjedovic.
This withdrawal is everything but shocking, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a bit too much analytics, I think, to call it a shock just because it's the first one. Korda Vesely is tricky. Medjedovic, we don't know what is going to happen, but anything can happen. The sky is the ceiling for Medjedovic. Cam Norrie having to play Machac and the Eubanks also not easy. I love that section above though, with the Cerundolo Tommy Paul section. In there. Raonic, Lehečka, Borges, Denis, Novak, Sebastian Elsner. Great section.
Yeah, it's a great session. If I have to bet, as for today, I would still bet on the Cerundolo Paul third round. But yeah, I see some difficulties, of course, for both guys. And Medvedev has not a very easy draw, because potentially facing Manarino in second round, but also either one of Fucsovics or Griekspoor can be dangerous. Griekspoor is in good form on the grass. Fucsovics is a former quarterfinalist. But for example, even a player like Cerundolo or Tommy Paul, if they have a good day at the office, I see some things that can make Medvedev do some good job if he wants to progress in the tournament. It's not really easy. Do you think Jarry is a dark horse? Can create some damage to Alcaraz?
I think Harry is going to lose to Ugo Humbert or Jason Kubler. Whoever wins that match, I think is going to play Alcaraz in the third round. Personally, but yeah, I mean, Harry, we have seen him. The game is there. It could also happen for Harry. Any of those three guys.
Well.
Can
play well on the grass.
Any of those three guys can be a tough third round for Alcaraz.
Yeah, I don't know if you see someone here and there, someone to talk about. Thompson Nakashima, Mm,
Thompson, I think, will be an interesting potential second round opponent for Djokovic. Just lots of slices. Somebody who also tries to sort of
but
grind a bit
interesting
on grass.
in what kind of way?
Yeah, just
About the
the
scoreline.
slicing,
About
the
the
sneaky
scoreline.
good serve. Yeah, I mean, no, I think he might take a set tops. I don't think he's going to like challenge him, but I think it's going to be, I think a lot more interesting of a match than against Kachin, who I think Djokovic should just destroy in that first round. But yeah, Francis Tiafoe playing Yibing Wu and then Dominic Sticker. I think that's a
yeah.
Fun,
So we'll know already something
there.
about the schedule, because the first match on the center court, what time is usually 2 p.m. 1:30 p.m. Is going to be that one, Djokovic Kachin.
Djokovic Kachin. So does that mean we're getting the entire bottom half on day one?
Yeah, the bottom half will play in day one and the top half in day two. Yeah.
As somebody going only to days 2 and 3, not to day one, I think excited about that. I will probably not get to watch Alex Molchan unless he beats Imed. Then I get to maybe watch him against Fritz. Who knows? But with so many of those big names, Team Tsitsipas, Mari Peniston, Alcaraz Shadi, they're going to want to put those matches on the big courts, and I think I'll be left with plenty to watch on the outside courts. So that's exciting news to me. Yes. And from the women's, do we know if it's bottom half or top half first?
Yeah, the women's draw is also interesting. I don't know if we want to go back just
probably for a bit, since we only had a small gap to talk about the draw at large in between them. I think that'll be good. But yeah, for Sabalenka, starting against Udvardi is nice. Kamila Georgi in the second round is very tricky. Anna Blinkova in the third round potentially tricky as well. Then you're looking at, of course, whoever wins Muchova Niemeyer will be a strong candidate to face her in the fourth round. But you also have Alexandrova in that section. Strong possibilities as opponents for Sabalenka. What do you sort of make of her early road?
Okay, this one. Yeah, I mean, so I like that bottom half. So this should be, if I'm not wrong, Rybakina should play on Tuesday because she's the defending champion, and so she is going to open the center court on Tuesday, I think. So it's Swiatek should play on Monday. So first day we're going to have Djokovic and Swiatek. If traditions are confirmed, but I think yes. So yeah, there's also Kvitova as a potential contender. Yeah, this first round, of course, the first round against Venus Williams and Svitolina, that one should be on Monday as well.
Yeah. And then you also have, as we see there, Golf Canyon.
I think that's
a strong
Monday.
First match.
Maybe the Monday center court can feature Djokovic, and then this match with Venus Williams, and then maybe Swiatek or.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Or Coco Gauff, because she plays Canyon. Be interesting on the center court. Yeah, this is also an interesting match because Canning. Yeah, Murray will be center court for sure, but Murray is on is on top half of the men's draw, so I think he is playing on the following day, on Tuesday, I think, because Djokovic is in the other half. Yeah, same as Team Tsitsipas, might be court one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even because I'm making just some random thoughts, but as the last years, the previous years, there were 3 matches per day on who gets Rybakina? Sabalenka.
Sabalenka gets her, yeah.
She's in the bottom half, Rybakina. Yeah.
But before Rybakina even gets there, she has, of course, that incredible quarter.
The draw is so tough. Yeah, she has potentially she can have Kvitova, Jabbar, who else?
Pliskova, Ostapenko, Haddad Maya, Alize Kornienko is his potential second round opponent. Yeah, it's a tough draw for Rybakina and for Sabalenka, I think, as well. Swiatek is the draw winner in my eyes. First 4 rounds.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe even through to the quarterfinals, having Goff as the quarterfinal opponent.
Yeah, I mean, Goff is proving to be adapting well. I mean, Pegula is not really a grass court specialist, so probably she was the favorite in that match yesterday, but she won it really, really well. That has to be said. So yeah, she's looking good. She already reached twice the second week here at Wimbledon. So for sure, probably given the fact that Goff likes to play on clay, but Swiatek, we know that clay is her favorite surface. So probably Wimbledon can be one of the best chances for her to try to finally get that win.
Yeah, Pegula is in that second quarter, which looks like the weakest one, which also has Anett Kontaveit in there. But I think sort of the main favorites, maybe that I'm looking at to make it out, are probably Donna Vekic, Maria Boskova. I wouldn't be too surprised that, but we have some dangerous photos in there. Yes, with Kontaveit, with Sloane Stephens, who will be interesting. Marketa Vondrousova, Alicia Parks, if she somehow turns it on and explodes.
Can Sloane Stephens and Kontaveit meet each other?
They can meet in the 4th round, I think.
No, it's too far. Okay.
Yeah, that unlikely.
No, I would have liked to have Kontaveit Stephens for Nanette last match, given the fact that they are friends, and it could have been a good one to. Yeah, I mean, I just hope she gets a nice farewell, because the whole story was pretty sad.
Yeah, definitely.
Given the fact also, for example, that now we are seeing Wozniacki, 32 years old. She already gave birth, won a slam, former number 1. She wants to return, and she will be back on tour. And Kontaveit, 27, first to retire because of the back injuries. Yeah, I mean, she
deserves a show court. I hope center, but probably won't.
Probably the court 2 can be a good option.
I feel like court 2 or court 3, since you can have grounds pass holders in there, fill it up a bit more. But yeah, we'll see. What days am I going to be there? Days 2 and days 3.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's exciting. But yeah, I think across the board, really good draws once again. Like the amount of interesting first round matches we have. First round matches that we have some really stacked sections. I think this will be a good Wimbledon. I am very excited for it.
Yeah, no, of course. To be honest, I'm always excited because, the draw is important, but then suddenly someone is always able to put on some show and to entertain. So yeah, the draw. But also, I can see some very interesting matches since the first round. It's gonna be cool as always. I mean, and then I love the first week of the Grand Slams because it's always entertaining, all those matches, some surprises and some good stories from some lower ranked players to share. And then, of course, the second week is also, I mean, but that's obvious. It's amazing because of the big matches, what's at stake. So yeah, I mean, we saw that there are some dark horses here and there in the draws. I think probably the men's draw is a little bit more balanced than the women's draw. As for the dangerous players, I see. As for the men's side, I see some dangerous players here and there. I think that I think that Rybakina and Sabalenka get a more difficult path, at least on paper, than Swiatek. But then it's also to be said that players, when they reach the round 3, round 4, they start to gain form. The confidence is high. So you cannot really know if a draw is really easy or not, even because then the projection can make you an awful draw, but then maybe those players lose early, and then maybe the draw is easier than could have been, or of course, when it's I always laugh when it's about the draw, because there's a lot of talking, and then maybe the facts show all a different story. So yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to get some parts that absolutely fall apart. Of course, some are maybe already more prone to that with what we have from the draw than others. But ultimately, I think that we will spend a couple of days looking over these draws, obsessing over these draws. You know, I'm sure we'll all make brackets and whatnot that will go ridiculously bad by like day 2 or day 3. But I think that's like a super exciting part of being a tennis fan. It's, you know, we're so always starved for information of who plays who and when. And when we get that at the highest level, and we do get those few days to look over it, it is just so much fun to prepare for the first few days of a slam. So out of these potential quarterfinalists that we have here, we just switched to the men's. Yeah, so even out of the men's, how many do you think are going to make it to the quarterfinals out of these 8?
3 of them.
3. Okay. I think I'm going to go with you and go with 3. Which, that's kind of insane that we're talking 5 of the top 8 falling before the quarterfinals. I wonder if we have the same 3.
What's yours?
Because I'm thinking Medvedev, Sinner, Djokovic.
I have Alcaraz, Sinner, and Djokovic.
Ooh, so you have Medvedev dropping before then.
I don't know. I don't like his game on grass, to be honest. In total honesty, I prefer his game on clay than on grass.
Okay.
I think that on clay it's a bit more about the show he does about not liking the courts, but then especially when the court is slow, is heavy, his chances increases. On grass it's a little bit, I don't know. At first I thought there are some moments in which I think that his game on grass can be very, very good, but then I don't know, his serve needs to do more damage on grass. He needs to stay a little bit closer to the baseline. He has the quality to do that, but will he do that this year? I don't know.
Yeah, the lead ups have been certainly sort of less impressive than they usually are. Of course, last year he wasn't leading up to playing Wimbledon, but he still had a strong grass season with finals in Hertogenbosch and Halle. The year before that, he won Mallorca. The year before that, semis in Queen's Club. This year, it was first round loss to Manarino, who I think he faces potentially in the second round. If I remember the draw I just saw
Yeah, I mean,
correctly.
it's also different because we know that best of 5, best of 3 are not really comparable. But Medvedev suffers Manarino's game usually, not only especially on grass. They have already played 4 times on grass, Medvedev and Manarino. Yeah, 1-3. 1-3 is the record.
Yeah, including 2018 at Wimbledon in a 5-set match. Yeah, that's a potential upset alert for Medvedev, and it doesn't get easier after that with Fucsovics or Griekspoor in the third round. Then you have one of those guys, Cerundolo, Tommy Paul, Ofner, Lehečka, Raonic.
Yeah, they are all players that if you want to beat them, you have to play your match, because if not, they have the chance to. I think also the personality to put on a good match. The draw is not really easy. I mean, then of course I'm making a prediction when you said 3 out of 8, and I'm telling you I went also a little bit. I mean, as I told you, still haven't really made the bracket, and so I'm starting to make an idea. But maybe in 2 days' time, I will go here and tell you, no, 7 out of 8 are making the quarterfinal. So let's see, of course.
If that happens.
This to say that it's not that I don't have faith in these top 8 players, but I can see them losing in some if some conditions happen.
Yeah. Tweet from Nick Carter. They're so excited for that Peniston Murray team. Tsitsipas, love that he put Peniston first. I guess it's like the draw order. But yeah, definitely the biggest name in that section is Rand Peniston. Yeah, definitely exciting matches. Definitely exciting for the organizers who have now some huge
Peniston
matchups.
Murray can be even more entertaining that team Tsitsipas, given the fact that I mean, should be a fantastic atmosphere on center court. Murray at Wimbledon always delivers in terms of the game, the energy, and Peniston is a player who has a lot of good technique. Some rallies can be entertaining. Yeah, Tim and Tsitsipas, the only thing is that they meet probably in the place that has been less and less successful for their careers so far in terms of the 4 Grand Slams.
Yeah, I mean, the Dominic team chose to keep going on clay after the French Open and didn't really even manage to get results there. He beat Uchida, he lost to Martinez, he lost to Travaglia, finally came to grass in Halle where he lost to Zverev in straight sets. It's not looking good with Dominic team in general. Now he's playing the exhibition this week, so probably gets like a little bit of, I mean, it's not even real match play fully. But yeah, do you feel like Dominic team could beat Stefanos Tsitsipas, rising to the occasion here somehow out of nowhere?
I don't know. I have to say that I find it difficult to imagine. I find it a bit difficult to imagine, despite Tsitsipas.
If he just moonballs him into the backhand until it just breaks down completely.
Yeah, he has to attack the backhand. That's the fact.
Yeah, I mean, so sort of like not full moonballing, just like high topspin balls. Try to play that in an aggressive manner into the backhand. Maybe it works, but it feels unlikely. I feel like Andy Murray taking out Tsitsipas is the most likely outcome. I see Murray going through to the fourth round here. Yeah, I mean he beats.
I won't make
Shelton.
I won't make the same mistake I made hundreds of times already.
Yeah, and that section above there, yeah, that's the Korda Nori section. We spoke about that one a bit. But yeah, who do you sort of see coming out of this second quarter in general with Medvedev and Tsitsipas? Who are your sort of favorites to come out of there into the semis?
I'm going to on the phone, so I look better at the draw. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean you do have Murray in there potentially, which would be interesting. Nori, Korda.
Okay, so we have. Oh my god. Yeah, let's say that Korda can make his way. At least to feature in Korda Murray round 4. Let's can be.
I mean, maybe Nori, I think, might have a say in that, but it's a possibility. I mean, as I said, yeah, these draws for Nori and Korda are not easy early on as well. So we could have, we could have Hamad Medjedovic playing Andy Murray in the fourth round.
I think that Korda is winning these first rounds.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the favorite going in, but they do feel, at least for me, they feel dangerous. But yeah, anyone else who want to talk about in these draws that we just received?
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about good draw for the Brits? Okay, let's see. Yeah, Murray Peniston. Okay. Then we have Dan Evans. Yeah.
Alice will
still avoiding the round 3 with Djokovic or even Alcaraz. For me is a good draw. So yeah.
We have Liam Brody with Constant Lestienne. That's winnable for Brody, but not easy by any means.
Yeah, but the draw is okay for him.
Oh yeah. I mean, like as far as potential opponents go, definitely one of the better ones. We also have Jan Choinski against Dusan Lajovic. That's winnable for Choinski.
Yeah, he's in a stacked section, to be fair, but as the first round, he can do something well. Yeah.
And then you have George Lovehagen and Artur Ferry who will get experiences on big courts against Holger Rune and Daniel Medvedev.
Yeah, it's
will get to maybe show something. So definitely will be one to remember for them. It's not a good draw for Cam Norrie though. Must say that. Machac, Eubanks, Korda as the first 3 rounds, not what you want to see.
What about Tiafoe?
Tiafoe as a dark horse? Tiafoe, yeah, I think Wui being Dominic Slickett, those are not easy first rounds either. I don't know if Tiafoe makes it through that section.
You give a better chance to Dimitrov?
In the first 2 rounds, definitely. Like to make that third round meeting, I think he has a better chance. If they meet, I'd probably give that to Tiafoe if he gets there. But he must get there.
And the potential Zverev de Minaur?
Zverev de Minaur, yeah, that'll be interesting. tough to say. I mean, I guess I would lean towards Zverev as the favorite. What do you think of that?
Yeah, probably yes, but I will be surprised if it's
Sonego Berrettini in that section as well.
Yeah, I think the Minor will be in the third round.
Interesting. He's definitely in form coming in. We'll see if that translates into a nice deep run here.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I think that more or less we have talked about
almost
basically everyone.
Yeah, as you said, nice draw for Sinner.
Yeah, I told you that I have an eye on Bautista Agut if he finds some form, because he's able to play on grass and his draw is not he's not looking impossible.
Okay, Jonas asked us the big question: who's winning Wimbledon? On the men's side, I think I'm pretty set with Novak Djokovic as the favorite for me. Who do you have for the men?
Since I said it publicly on Twitter, I have to stay with what I've said, and I think that we're going to see at the gala dinner the same couple as 2011 and 2014.
Oh, okay, all right, loving this. So we're going for the Djokovic-Kvitova duo. I would love it. I would love it for
probably she will disappoint me, but this year I have really strong feelings about Kvitova. Last year's was different. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, the fitness is always everything has to go well for her, but I think that this year she's playing. I mean, I give her a chance. The draw is not easy even for her, but to be honest, I give her a chance. And I mean, it's I don't like to see this to say this now because she won Berlin. But I wrote it on Twitter before, and so I would like to stick with that.
Yeah, and look, I fully support you in that. I'm big behind that. Maybe not on likelihood, but I'm certainly cheering for Petra Kvitova.
But I want to say, sorry, just one thing. I want to say for everyone listening that I'm not counting anyone out. So I have my prediction, but I know that I never consider a path to the title, to a Grand Slam title, easy and I know already given to you.
I mean, especially this path for
Kvitova, which would have her play. Out.
Yeah, which could see her play Pliskova in the third round. Jabeur
no, but not only for Kvitova. I'm talking just in general. Also for the men's side.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me on the women's, I have a feeling that it's going to be Aryna Sabalenka. Georgie, she does loom in the second round there. Fourth round won't be easy with Muchova or Alexandrova or Niemeyer. But sort of looking at the draw that Rybakina has, it will be very, very tough to come out of that. And
so do you think that the winner will be one among Swiatek, Sabalenka, Rybakina?
I'm picking Sabalenka fully.
Yeah, so it's among the three. Your pick.
Yeah, I mean,
Swiatek.
Okay. I don't know if I see her fully as like the third favorite, but
do you think that
it's pretty much between Sabalenka and Rybakina for me.
Can Coco Gauff have a chance if she plays Swiatek on grass at Wimbledon?
Yeah, I mean, if she comes in with the right game plan, we have seen her play some very good game on grass. I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah, it can be. Even the French Open meeting was not that bad from her side. So
on grass, it's entirely different.
good. I don't know if
maybe the top half finalist will be like a weird one, like just somebody that we don't really expect.
Sorribes Tormo. Why not? Sorribes Tormo took Kerber 3 hours and a quarter in 2021.
Look, I mean, she might blue ball her way to a Wimbledon final. Why not? Yeah, I mean, just that.
Venus Williams in the final.
I have a bold prediction that Victoria Hrunčáková will actually beat Venus Williams in the second round.
Who wins, Venus Williams or Svitolina?
I'm going to go Venus. Venus in what I think will be quite a long, tough match.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that Svitolina can be a nightmare opponent as for her game. For example, in Birmingham, with someone like Georgi Ostapenko, I think these are opponents whose game is a little bit better for Venus Williams at this stage. Probably Svitolina can make her sweat a lot during points and the rallies. She needs, of course, to serve really well. I mean, Svitolina hasn't played well.
Loss to Fruhvirtova, I don't have too much belief in Svitolina right now.
Yeah, but I mean, it can be one day. I know maybe Svitolina wasn't feel really well that day. I don't know. There are a lot of things that could have gone during that match. It's still difficult, to predict, because after that one she hasn't played, I think, another warm-up event, and so it's not easy to know how she is. But still, talking about the way they play the game, I think that Svitolina can be a little bit tricky physically for Venus Williams.
Yeah, I don't think it will be an easy match, but I still see see Venus as a favorite here.
Even because we already know that Wozniacki is winning the US Open. Kim Clijsters.
For all we know, Wozniacki is winning the US Open.
Kim Clijsters did so.
Yeah, we'll see. Who do you think comes out of this second quarter out of the women? Did I ask you that already? Yeah, I think we actually did talk about that. Vekic and Boskova. Vekic,
I'm preferring as for now, I'm preferring Vekic. But I don't know. I still have a feeling that Rybakina will be. No, it's not Rybakina. Sorry, it's Garcia Pegula. Garcia will have to find some very good service days, and if she's able to do so, she can reach the second week. Because I don't think that the shoulder issues should be super. I mean, I don't know how she's feeling, but I feel yesterday's retirement was a little bit precautionary also. Arnaldi and
Darius Vera got the best first round draw out of the qualifiers. Arnaldi for sure. I think he's a pretty big favorite against Carballes Baena. Barrios Vera against Baez, I could maybe see that going either way.
Yeah, I'd still going with Baez, to be honest, in that one.
Probably go slightly Barrios Vera, like 55-45. But yeah, Arnaldi Rune, that's an interesting second round if that comes to fruition.
Yeah, Arnaldi, it's a little bit. His story is a little bit funny because he was totally under the radar among all the players
Yeah.
of that age in Italy. Talking about players born in 2002, 2001, in people's minds, there were at least 4 or 5 players getting there before him. But then you see that it's always a matter of working, improving, being there with the head. Arnaldi is going there really, really, really well. Probably can win that match. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many Italian talents right now that it's absolutely ridiculous. Like I feel like when me and Damian do the Challenger show, I feel like every month there's like a new one popping out. That's having their moment in the sun. Last year it was more breakthroughs that we saw, but this year they're sort of having having different times of high level play. Of course, a couple of them have faded a bit, but yeah, Arnaldi has been one that has really emerged. But yeah, I just looking over the qualifiers, I think there are maybe a couple that have like a better chance, but it's more because of how good they are, as opposed to their opponents not being as good. Like I feel like Stricker probably has a better chance of beating Popirin than Barrios Vera does against Baez, but that's because of Stricker's play, not because of Popirin's.
Yeah, it can be. I see why. Raonic need to beat Novak. Yeah. But fortunately, he's the other one.
But even then, I'm not that certain about it. But we'll see. I mean, Denis Novak is a very solid grass court player, coming through Charles Broom and then Yosuke Watanuki in this qualifying. I feel like he definitely can beat Raonic if Raonic doesn't show up quite on best form on the day. We've seen him play sort of decent tennis in the 2 matches, beating Kecmanovic, losing to Thompson, with one close set, one less competitive set. So yeah, I'm curious to what we're going to see from Raonic here.
Yeah,
I also qualified that we should watch.
Yeah,
O'Connell in the first round. I think he should beat him, and then Korda in the second round. That's a big matchup if he gets there.
Yeah, Korda, as we said, he just has to be careful. He has to be careful. Especially on grass. These players who have already played in qualifying matches got used to the courts can be really dangerous, especially here on grass at Wimbledon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just with grass being such a specialist surface, and of course we had a whole generation of players in general miss out on a Wimbledon, and then Russian players miss out on 2 Wimbledons in the last 3 years. It feels like maybe some are a little bit behind as far as the newer generation. But yeah, definitely not the case with Korda. Vesely is a veteran though, very solid grass player. I'm excited for the match.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that Struff had to withdraw.
Yeah, it is. Would have given us, of course, Ben Shelton as an unseeded player in here. But yeah, we will see how much of an impact Shelton can make here, if at all. But yeah,
What do you think about his chances?
for Shelton,
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the matches, it was sort of close, all of them on grass. All three that he's played. I think he might probably beat Taro Daniel, and then maybe lose to Cressy in the second round. What do you think?
Yeah.
Cressy, though, yeah. I mean, the form hasn't really activated.
Can be
even
dangerous.
on grass.
Can be dangerous. But yeah, he's one of the. Yeah, that's true. Talking about the form, probably it's not going to be to go that far. But we know that if he finds some good days, he can be really, really dangerous. It's a bit of an unpredictable player. Judging on the previous results, I don't know if he will be able to beat someone like Ben Shelton, but I of course give him a chance, talking in general about what he can do.
I mean, Cressy as an unseeded player, lucky draw. Yeah, both in the first round getting Laszlo Djere, who has been a bit better on grass this year, got a couple of wins, beat Berankis, beat Otte, but career-wise, still not a good grass court player by any means. And then getting Shelton, who is having his first experience on the surface this month. I don't think Cressy could have really asked for a better draw in the first two rounds.
Even if I can see Djere winning that match,
potentially, I mean,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Cressy Djere can get insane.
It's just that I wouldn't be shocked, even if I see Cressy as the favorite. But if I then watch that Djere has won that match, I'll be okay.
Yeah, just because Cressy has been so, like, not even inconsistent, just mostly bad for almost the entire year. Like, finally got a win, but it was a win over Daniel Elahi Galan on grass, which isn't really impressing anybody. And that was his first win since February. I mean, it's dark for Cressy. Going to be maybe soon a descent back to challengers. We'll see. But it has not been a good season outside of that incredible run to the Montpellier final, of course. But yeah, that alone cannot sustain him here. All right. Great show, guys. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, we talk basically about everyone.
We were amazing. And we have talked about absolutely everybody, I think. So yeah, any final thoughts on these two draws as we depart?
No, I think that we can say goodbye to all the people who were here to listen to us. Today were quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, I think ultimately it would just be these are fun draws, and it will be a fun time, and that's all you can really ask for in tennis. And
yes,
just in general.
That's for sure. Then of course, when the draw is out, there is a lot of talk, but then we also have to see on court what's going to happen, which matches we are going to watch. But yeah, as for today, things are looking good. So yeah, would say thank you to everyone. Thank you to have been here with me.
Yeah, thank you to you. Thank you to John for putting this together. Thank you to everybody watching. And yeah, have fun. Stay safe. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.